All right, so let's talk about new construction in the southern Utah area. St. George, Hurricane, and all the surrounding areas. Behind me right here is an example of a home in the 900,000 range, but there's new construction in all the price ranges right now, and it is the time to look. I don't think you'll find a better time to buy a new construction home than right now. A few reasons why. One, inventory. There's a lot of it. Builders have too much of it. They want to sell these things like crazy, and so you as a buyer will get a way better deal. Concessions, lower prices. They're willing to install things for you, fix things for you. You can actually go in and start picking the finishes on your homes right now. Where in the last couple of years, builders were just building homes and you just had to take what they chose. So right now, building is awesome. And as we talk about things inside this property, and a lot of builds like this property, there's some really cool benefits in building in the southern Utah area that you definitely should know about. So right now, St. George in particular is one of the fastest growing metro areas in the whole nation. And so what that means for you is that you're gonna be moving and building in a place that is just growing exponentially, which is really, really good for your future equity on your properties. That's one really big thing to consider. So now that you have kind of an idea of what this video is gonna be about, let's kind of jump into some of the main points I was just talking about. Number one, your price point on these builds are going to be much lower than ever before. Builders are giving concessions, they're taking below asking offers because they have too much inventory. So if you're in a position to buy, if you come and take a look at some stuff like this, you're gonna find really nice homes for a lot less than you were even looking at a few months ago. Now's the time to buy in the southern Utah areas. Interest rates are coming down, builders are offering concessions, and you're gonna get them for a lot cheaper. So some other benefits that you need to consider when you're gonna buy a new construction home or build is that it's never been lived in before. It's gonna be brand new. You get to decorate it, design it, do what you want to it, and you're the only person that's ever lived in it, which is a huge benefit. The second part of that is that builders offer really great warranties. If something breaks, if the sink leaks, if the stove stops working all within the first year, most builders will replace those for you, and it's gonna be a problem that you don't really have to worry about later down the road. On top of that, before you actually close on the property, you are going to do a blue tape walkthrough and you're gonna find all the imperfections so that by the time you actually close, you're gonna move into a perfect, newly, never lived in before property, and it's gonna be sweet, I promise you. So I briefly spoke on this before about how you get to design your house. You get to pick all the options when you go to build a brand new home. And some of those options are going to be cabinets, the colors of the cabinets, what kind of tops that are going to be on the cabinets, the lighting, how tall you want the ceilings, how low you want the ceilings, how many bedrooms and bathrooms. If you're doing a fully custom build, you get to pick all of that. And if that seems a little bit daunting, well, guess what? There's a lot of new construction options where you don't have to pick all those options. They'll give you a selection. And if you're like me and you like 2 or 3 different options to choose from and no more because it gets a little bit, I don't know, confusing, then great. Some builders do that. You'll be able to pick A, B, or C. You'll be able to pick 1, 2, or 3. And that's the same with the floor plans. They're gonna have those things too that's going to allow you to have an awesome time, a much less stressful time than a fully custom home. So if you're a type A personality and you wanna go full custom, decide where every little plug is gonna go, well, guess what? There's builders all over St. George offering that. And if you're somebody who just wants a nice brand new home with a few different options to choose from, we got you covered there. So that's one of the huge benefits of building new construction right now. One of my favorite things about new construction homes is for some reason, there's a big trend with giant tubs. And if you're a tub person, this is something you'll probably want to look at. Or if you're a shower person, well, guess what? You get to pick all your own shower features too. You need 2 shower heads. What if you wanted to put one on the ceiling? You could do that too. Some people are just shower people, and that is another benefit. You get to decide when you build your house. All right, so location, location, location. You hear that all the time when you buy a real estate property, or if you're talking to somebody about buying a home, the location really matters. And there are a ton of locations in Southern Utah to build a brand new home in. All in the outskirts of town, there's some in the middle of town, there's some in Hurricane, there's some in Cedar City, like wherever you wanna be, there's probably a chance that you're gonna be able to build a brand new home in that area. And that's because St. George is growing and they're trying their best to make sure they support the growth in St. George. But that's the biggest part. We're supporting the growth in St. George and it's gonna be sweet. So if you're like me and you think a hidden pantry is cool, well, guess what? You might have to build a house to get it. This is sweet. It's a brand new hidden pantry. You would never know a pantry's back here and it just blends right in. Or if you're like my wife, you're gonna need a sink in the laundry room and somewhere to probably hang all your clothes. That's really important. And again, new construction allows you to make those changes right up front so you're not having to remodel as soon as you buy a property. And if you're moving to Southern Utah, there's a really good chance that you probably have toys, trailers, UTVs, ATVs, snowmobiles, whatever it is, you probably have them. And so garage space is probably important to you. And it just so happens that a lot of builders are building these giant garages so that you can store those toys and go out and play just like St. George is made for. Now that my handy dandy cameraman and editor has shown you some of the things that this property is offering, you're seeing it, I'm sure you are. Let's talk about the bar of entry to get into new construction homes. What does it cost? How do you do it? What does it look like? And what should you expect? Well, first thing, every builder is going to be different, but most builders are going to require a construction deposit. I've seen as low as $2,500 and as high as 10% of the purchase price. And you're going to need to partner with a real estate professional like myself who knows what those deposits are and how to work around them to maybe make it make more sense for you. So that's entry number one, the construction deposit. Number two is going to be the time that it takes to actually build your property. You should anticipate for a very custom home, probably 9 to 12 months. Semi-custom homes are going to be 6 to 9 months, and some production style builders can do homes under 6 months, which is pretty sweet. And we work with every single one of them. That's one of the benefits that we provide you. And yeah, I had to give myself a little pat on the back there because new construction is our niche. We love new construction on the Genuine Group. It's my background and there's so much awesome benefits from building a brand new home. I live in a brand new home. I like living in properties that nobody else has lived in. And if you're watching this, there's a really good chance that you do too. All right, it's time for you guys to leave. This has been another episode of MTV Cribs. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to thank you for watching this video. My name is JD Reese. I'm the team owner of the Genuine Real Estate Group. We do everything Southern Utah. New construction is a specialty of ours, and I take pride in everything new construction in St. George. If you want any information on building, you need advice, lots, whatever it is, we have you covered. My contact information will be down below, so you can reach out to me anytime. And if you have any questions, well, you know where to find me. Have a good day.